Thank you. Next on my list is Freedom House. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Andranik Shinyan, representing international human rights organization Freedom House. After the Velvet Revolution of 2018, there was a consensus for a robust democratic reform agenda in Armenia. However, it faces various challenges that impair democracy-building efforts. Armenia's attempts of democratic progress have been undermined by the ongoing security crisis, especially after the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war. The current humanitarian crisis following Azerbaijan's assault on Nagorno-Karabakh, its dubious promise to peacefully integrate Karabakh Armenians into Azerbaijani society, and threats to Armenia's sovereignty demand strong democratic institutions and participatory policy making. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has further destabilized the security of the South Caucasus. Freedom House's Nations in Transit Armenia Country Report noted an increasing engagement from civic actors in reform processes. However, given Armenia's external and internal challenges, the shrinking space for policy dialogue is concerning. We commend the civil society's advocacy for justice, anti-corruption measures, and human rights. Concurrently, we maintain that experts, journalists, and the wider human rights community must take a more active role in advocating for a healthy media landscape. Finally, as the public space for discourse is overtaken by security concerns, advocacy for the rights of LGBTQI+ communities, ethnic minorities, and women falls to the wayside. We urge the Armenian government to ensure the rights and safety of these communities and initiate reforms to this end. Freedom House calls on the Armenian government to take all measures to reduce political polarization in the country, collaborate with civil society to empower essential engagement across the political spectrum, adopt legislation such as an anti-discrimination law and the Council of Europe Convention on preventing and combating violence against women and domestic violence, aimed at ensuring the rights of marginalized communities. Adopt a whole-of-society approach in creating media legislation that safeguards the public from the negative influences from mis- and disinformation. Freedom House calls on OSCE participating state and institutions to provide financial aid, expertise, and technical support to Armenian civil society and media. Draw attention to the need for support for Armenia's democratic path and the protection of its sovereignty. Increase international advocacy efforts, calling on the Azerbaijani government to engage sincerely in talks with the representatives of Nagorno-Karabakh Armenians and ensure their rights and security under international mechanisms. Support the proposal for the appointment of a UN Special Rapporteur dedicated to monitoring and advocating for rights of Nagorno-Karabakh Armenians and actively participate in assessing and mitigating the risk of human rights violations in the region. We call upon Russia and other authoritarian regimes operating in the region to cease meddling in Armenia's domestic and international relations and respect the will of the Armenian people. Thank you.